So I asked my kids to come to the next side of the street with me, so they wouldn't get jumped. So we kept walking. They followed us all the way there, and then they still fought us. They fought my son. They hit my son first, all in his face. Then they dragged me in the grass and pulled my little baby hair.
My name is Kamara Grant, and I was wrong for everything.
Happy.
It's okay, Kamara.
Happy.
For everything that I did. And I was just being a follower, following everybody
Happy.
who don't even got nothing that I got.
Happy. Bubble.
And I apologize
Oh,
for everything because I wouldn't want to be in that situation. And
Oh, no.
I feel bad because
It's okay.
I gotta go through so much. But I wish I would never did what I did.
Children that was in that video was children. Some of them, not all of them, may have families, but this baby here, she has a family that cares, that loves her, that has held her accountable. She understands what is going on, and I don't expect her to speak. We do not expect her to speak as we are going to speak because she's a child.
I know I'm a better person than what I was yesterday, and I can make a difference.
So if we laughing at them, we laughing at ourselves. So we want to make sure that we check that and that we be present, and that those people that are not on the ground, those people that are scared of our young kids, that we get out here and we touch them, that we let them know that we hear, that we got something to say, that we care about them, that they have more resources than they know, and that we are available to them.
I think we had a pretty honest conversation today, right?
Yeah.
And you understand, like, it's okay to be smart. You're smart. You get A's and B's. You the captain of the cheerleading team. You was homecoming queen. You don't have to be bad just because you think it's cool. You don't have to do what other people do. Right? This don't define you. You are wrong. But this is not your end all be all. You can come back from this.
Make sure that we explain it to these kids why it's wrong. A lot of these kids are each other influences, and it's so easy to say, oh, they being raised wrong. No, sometimes kids are being raised right. This child, she being raised right. She's being raised correctly. Peer pressure is something. We all experienced it. Peer pressure is something. I think everybody, we've all seen the video. Everybody's been sharing it. The public outcry is definitely there. And we're all on the same accord that we want. I think more so than anything, we want everybody to understand that this is a child. All of them children that was in that video was children. Some of them, not all of them, may have families, but this baby here, she has a family that cares, that loves her, that has held her accountable. She understands what is going on, and I don't expect her to speak. We do not expect her to speak as we are going to speak because she's a child. What grade are you in, Kamara?
8th.
She's in 8th grade.
What grades do you get?
A's and B's, and I was homecoming queen. I'm the captain of the cheerleading team. Better person.
We will know that this baby, as well as all the other babies that's in that video, are very much our future. So if we laughing at them, we laughing at ourselves. So we want to make sure that we check that and that we be present, and that those people that are not on the ground, those people that are scared of our young kids, that we get out here and we touch them, that we let them know that we hear, that we got something to say, that we care about them, that they have more resources than they know, and that we are available to them.
Little girl The fact that you sat on that live with that hoodie on, looking like Cleo, ready to set it off, lets me know that you would do it all over again if you had the chance to. And please don't think that we don't know that you tried to play in our face with that whack-ass apology. It was very forced and it was very disingenuous. Not only that, the fact that you sat up there laughing and trying to smile through it all pissed me off even more. And to that woman that was in the video with you, talking about she's just a child. Well, she wasn't a child when she raised her hand and started swinging on that grown woman. So guess what? From here on out, you get grown woman treatment. Not only that, see, y'all tried to play with that lady, but God didn't play about her. That woman got a new house. She got a new car. She moved out of that neighborhood and her children now go to a new school. Not only that, a local rapper now is going to fly her and her family out to LA for the weekend and covered all of their Christmas stuff. The reality of it is that apology that you gave will not take away the memories that that lady is going to have to live with for the rest of her life from what y'all did to her and her children. So you can keep that shit.
Now, y'all, this story is absolutely sickening. So on Monday, a mother and her 2 kids were brutally attacked by other school-aged kids. So 33-year-old Korshonda Hatter and her kids were walking around 3 p.m. when some kids approached them. Now, it wasn't just 1 or 2 kids, y'all. I'm talking about 10 to 12, maybe even 15 children. Now, in a video that has since went viral that was recorded by one of the attackers, they are literally taunting this woman and her kids. Her kids look extremely small. And at some point, one of the kids actually slaps her son. Now her son is crying and she approaches the kids like, why did you just hit my son? So she's trying to protect her children and they start to beat on this woman. They continuously hit her kids. They pull the little girl's hair. And y'all, Korshonda is already weak because she has sickle cell anemia. And she has been in and out of the hospital, so she's stumbling, but she's trying to protect her children. So after this brutal attack, Korshonda and her kids are hospitalized. And I'm guessing that one of the kids had to have uploaded this on social media because it went viral. And a lot of people wanted answers on this whole situation. So it turns out that this stemmed from her son getting bullied at Orville T. Bright Elementary. And Korshonda says that she went to the school, she reported what was going on, but nobody did anything about this situation. So I'm guessing the kids must have attacked her because she told about what was going on with her son being bullied. Now, y'all, the public, the community, they showed up. They went to their school. And, y'all, they want answers. They want the kids criminally charged. And some people actually want the parents charged as well. What I thought was crazy was the fact that some of the family members, they did videos joking about the situation. But some parents did come out and apologize and say, look, this is not how I raised my child. And my child was disciplined for this entire situation happening. Now, y'all, I'm very curious as to your thoughts on this situation. Do you believe the kids and the parents need to be charged? Now, also, Korshonda has a GoFundMe because she does not feel safe. She believes that her life and her kids' life could be in danger because this has now been televised and it's everywhere. Now, you guys, comment below. Let me know your thoughts and justice for this family.
Lock them kids up in Chicago. Put them in boarding school. Put them somewhere. But get them out of that school. Get them out of that school from around other kids. Lock them away somewhere. That one little girl who mama or whoever set up there making all these excuses for her as if an 8th grader don't know no better than to put her hands on a grown adult. My question to the parent would have been, well, do she hit you? And I'm sure the response would be, well, no, she know better than to hit me. Well, if she know better than to hit you, then that means she know that she ain't supposed to put her hands on adults, right? Because we're not going to sit up here and act like in 8th grade, you don't know that you're not supposed to just go around putting your hands on somebody. That you're not supposed to put your hands on an adult. Right? We're not going to play them games. But whenever I'm questioned as a childless woman about why I don't want children, and y'all sit up and act as if these children are such blessings, are these the blessings that y'all be talking about? A lot of these kids, we got to start being for real. No, they're not blessings. A girl been making videos about this topic and she said it and she said it best. They're a result of you having sex. That's what they are. But they're not blessings. Now, a lot of y'all children are absolute nightmares. They menace to societies. They've done nothing productive since you pushed them out into this world. Right? They've done more harm than they've done good for anybody. You, as a parent, can't even brag about your child because your child don't do nothing. Right? Your child has not done anything productive to the world for you to even be a proud parent. So to sit up and act as if
they are just these wonderful, great, special human beings. No, they just regular human beings, just like everybody else, right? They babies, and then they turn into toddlers, then they turn into children, teenagers, and then they grown adults, just like everybody else. No, it's not a blessing. It's just a result of you having sex. And some of y'all truly need that taken away from you, because the fact that y'all just out here procreating, having children, being neglectful, your children go out here and do whatever they want to do, and then you sit up as a parent and just try to blame it on other children. While that is a factor, you're still a factor as well. All right? You can sit up and talk about peer pressure this, peer pressure that. The fact is, you have an impressionable, gullible child. That also is a problem. Your child being a flunky is not something that should be taken lightly. The fact that your child don't have a mind of their own and they go along with what everybody else doing, even when they know that what the other people are doing is wrong. You seeing a bunch of people around your age that you cool with beating on a pregnant woman, and somehow in your mind you think that it's okay to join in on that? Lock them kids up.
Every year. I literally transferred my son out that school last year and decided to, put him back at in the school. And I don't know why I did that, but yeah, I basically transferred him back to the school because they wasn't trying to hear me out. They wasn't trying to hear me out in the beginning. They wasn't trying to hear me out when I was trying to get teachers and parent conferences. They wasn't trying to hear me out. They wasn't trying to hear me out and none of that. Damon, you ain't miss nothing. I just don't put shit on Facebook, like real shit that I go through every day in life. I don't post that on Facebook because people like to use that against you. So I try to keep shit to myself. I don't even got nobody to live to. I don't got friends. I don't trust nobody. Nothing. Yeah. I've been complaining to the same motherfucking school for 2-3 years now. At first, it was just like, okay, nitpicking, calling each other out of their name and shit. But now we got worse to the fact that the little boy, when they go outside, he up in guns. He's showing guns in his backpack. Like, that's how worse it got. And the little boy is only, my son 9. The little boy should be only about 11, 12.
Oh, God. Shamar, look at that. Shamar. Come here. What you want, Shamar? Shamar, what you want, Shamar? Shamar, look at.
Imagine you are pregnant and you walk to the school to pick up your son and your daughter from school, and then you're just walking back home. You want to make sure they get to school safely and make it home safely because you live in Chicago. So you guys are walking back home when you guys are approached by a gang of middle schoolers. A gang of middle schoolers. Now, your kids are younger. It looks like they're younger than middle school. But these middle schoolers start calling you all type of names and things like that. And then eventually they hit you. And not only they hit you, but they start hitting you and your children. And then at one point they're jumping you and you're on the ground, your kids are on the ground, and they are beating you. This happened in Chicago, and this was again, she is pregnant, you guys. As a mom, she went to the school to get her kids and was walking them home safely when they were approached by middle schoolers and jumped on in Chicago. And the whole Chicago is outraged this morning. They're looking for these kids or their parents. They are pissed, and reasonably so. And if it were me, I promise you, it would have been some candle visuals and some balloon releases planned. I promise you. This is crazy. I'm not victim blaming or anything like that, but I wish the mother had had something to protect herself and her children. You have to protect yourself and your children because they will never forget this, right? You have to know how to protect yourself. But either way, I hope they find them kids and I hope they hold them kids accountable because it was so wrong.
Outrage in South Deering after a mother and child attacked on their way home from school. Casey Cronus is live outside of Orville Wright Elementary School with the very latest on this story. Casey, what can you tell us?
Hi, Sylvia. This video is heartbreaking to see. That woman, a 33-year-old, says she was walking her 9-year-old son home from school when they were jumped by a group of kids. And we need to warn you, the video is difficult to watch. We have frozen it before things escalate. Chicago police are now investigating after the woman named Korshonda and her son were viciously attacked near 106th and Bensley. That's just a couple blocks away from the elementary school. It happened yesterday shortly after dismissal. A group of kids approached them and started punching and kicking them. Korshonda says her son has been bullied at Wright and claims the administration has not done enough to protect him. Here's what happened yesterday in her own words.
So I asked my kids to come to the next side of the street with me, so they wouldn't get jumped. So we kept walking. They followed us all the way there, and then they still fought us. They fought my son. They hit my son first, all in his face. Then they dragged me in the grass and pulled my little baby hair.